Good morning. It's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland. And I'm just trying to get Facebook set up so that I can see any comments. So hello if you're in, and just please bear with me because my laptop, as usual, seems to be on a go slow. Okay, so I'll just have to stand up and I can see. Hi Heather, having technical difficulties as usual, but I'm here. So if you're here, please say hello. I can. Oh, Rails, you're here. Hiya. And Heather said hi. Okay, I'm not going to wait for my laptop. I'm just going to get started, and when it decides to kick in, do you know what? I'm going to open Facebook on another window. I'm just being silly. Right. I was working earlier on. As soon as I want to do anything, it just messes up. But if I have you on my iPad to watch the comments, I have to keep swiping it because they don't stay. So it's coming now, so just bear with me another little wee minute. See if I can get into my, here we go, Jazzle Dazzle. Keeps wanting to show me old videos. I just want to see today's. Thank you. Make sure I'm in the right place. Thanks for your patience, folks. I'm still here. Here we are. Yay! And found us. All right. So today I am going to play with this suite. Now, story to tell. If I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator, as I've already said. Hi Christine. And hi Wendy. If I've not said hello to you, I do apologise. I've not got off to a great start here, but I appreciate everyone who comes in. Okay, so I have this suite here, so I thought I'd let you see the whole suite. Of course, I won't be using the whole suite in today's. I'm going to do fairly easy cards with minimal stamping, but you know, we're going to have some fun. So with this suite, you get the Sweet as a Peach stamp set. Now, just to let you see, I have not inked this at all yet. I just received it the other day. And so I actually earned this suite within Stampin' Up. It's not a requirement, but some team leaders reward their team members for certain achievements with vouchers, and my team leader does that, and I in turn do that for my team. So I had saved up some vouchers received from my team leader Karen, and I cashed some of them in for this whole suite. So I've got the dies, the stamp set, the designer series paper, and these cute little pots. So they're like little jam jars, but they're like plasticky, acetate-y sort of stuff. So perfect for popping some sweeties or something like that. I certainly wouldn't put hot jam in them because that would melt, but however, if you have made some jam, you could spoon it in when it's cold and gift it to someone. Peaches are usually quite expensive in the UK, so it's unlikely that I would be making peach jam, but I do make other jams. Recently blueberry we've made and raspberry. But I was thinking, I think you can get some sort of peach flavoured sweeties and might fill these for the children. I'll see. I haven't thought about it yet. But great, even just for keeping embellishments in or gifting things in, or some fruity cosmetics. Could use it for lots of things. So yeah, there's half a dozen jars come with this. So yeah. The dies again are good. They cut out, mostly they're for cutting out the stamped images, but there's an extra branch there. There's a nice wee shape for sentiments and these gorgeous little flowers. Now look, these teeny tiny ones in groups of 3, and then a slightly larger ones in a group of 3, and these textured leaves. So you can add quite a lot of dimension to your cards. What I didn't check was, does this peach cut out a peach on the designer series paper? I haven't actually checked that on this suite. I haven't even stamped with it yet, so you know, I'm not sure if there's... Not quite, no, not that one anyway. It didn't, no one's claimed that it would, but I just wondered. No. Right, okay, that's that answer. So the designer series paper is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, you could put the little flowers on the tree dies, you're quite right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Peach flavoured gummy worms or something like that. I know you get them. So you've got this one with the green on one side. It's I keep wanting to say avocado. What is it? Oh my goodness. My brain is fried. I'll come back to you on the colour. It's pear. It's pear pizzazz. My brain's stupid this morning. Right, okay. And some beautiful peach blossoms. Just delightful. And then this one with the calypso coral dotted background and peaches on a white background. Then this gorgeous balmy blue stripe. How fresh and clean is this? Oh, you enjoy that, Helen. Yeah, you come back. Enjoy family time. That's fantastic. And then this peach blossom. Isn't that so pretty? I just love it, and I like the sort of watercolour washy bit. And then this calypso coral stripe, again with a sort of watercoloury look. And wow, who likes balmy blue? These are beautiful. It's like I've got this upside down, but it's wee flowers. And then balmy blue with dots. And then peaches with a balmy blue background. That's just gorgeous. Then peaches on a white background with peaches and blossoms. Just gorgeous. And then you'll see I have cut into some bits so that we can make some cards today. The paper is just delightful. Of course you have to have it. Now, anyone who's watching who's in the UK, I have got a paper share on offer right now. So if you pop to JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk, it closes at the weekend. I think it closes on Saturday night. But if you want to be in my paper share, so what you get is you get a quarter of a pack of 12 different papers for, from the top of my head, I think it's £30. So it's, or it might be 31, something like that. But it's a fantastic offer. So go check it out. So because to buy all the papers that I have in my share, it would cost you well over £100. But sometimes a quarter of a pack is actually enough for you to get going with them. So check it out if you're in the UK. Let's put this peach back on the dies sheet and pop them away just now because I'm not going to use the dies today. I will later on today probably play with them and see what we're going to do with them, but for the moment I'm just sticking with simple cards as I usually do. But as I say, haven't even inked that up yet. Just got a vague idea because I'm keeping it simple. So I prepared 3 cards and I'll just take them one at a time in the order that I prepared what I've done, and we'll have a look. Although I did need to get some Whisper White card and do some liners. I haven't done that, but we'll get there. So, oh, I've got 2 of these. That was the thing I was going to show you, is with our basic white thin card, you can cut out 2 layers at a time and you still get, it's maybe not quite as detailed on the second one, but if you've got to cut out a lot, you know, that's a good option. So this one is from the Colour and Contour dies that I'm using for this one. And that's the bit I'll stamp on. I don't need both bits because they were stuck together. So what I've got here is a Calypso Coral card base. I'm going to get out a new bottle of glue. I've got 2 bottles around, but they're at the end of their useful life, really. So see, so it's so hard to know which paper you want to put where when you start doing layering papers, because they're all pretty. It's almost like you don't want to hide that side. Okay, Heather, I will have a wee look. And then, so I've just cut that piece. The card base is half a sheet of A4 cut in half and folded in half. And then this layer is 10.1 centimetres by 14.4 centimetres. If you don't work in centimetres, then just work it out in inches and just use increments to bring down your layer. So I've cut this. So my idea is I'm going to pop that, because I just want to show off the papers in these cards. So my idea is I'm going to stick that down there, and then I'm going to stamp on this bit. I'm going to put the sentiment and some stamping on there and probably offset it about there. I may want to bring in a bit of ribbon. I probably do actually. So I'm thinking that in this there is Bumblebee, and I've got the beautiful Bumblebee gingham ribbon here. So I'm going to chop off a bit of that. I'll check that out later, Heather. So that is probably a bit big for what I need, but then I can always put it that way. Could have ribbon coming that way, I'm not sure. But let's stick this together and then stamp. I just thought this is pretty. I know it's flowers, but it's fruit as well, so it's, you know. And this paper is multi-directional, so you can decide which way you like it. And it's just a nice way just to show off these gorgeous papers and how well they coordinate together. So I'm just going to go for it and stick that down there. And then we'll do our stamped piece. So there we go. Oops. Right, so now we need to get this inky. I've not even got inks out yet, but I'm thinking Bumblebee, Calypso Coral, and my pear pizzazz. I need them out, and let's see. So you can see in this how well Stampin' Up! Colours go together. They're just delightful. So let's get a peach. Shall we do little peaches or big peaches? What sentiment? Am I going to have it that? If I'm going to have that landscape, because it could go landscape or portrait. Let's go for portrait. I'm thinking I might use the 3 little peaches in this wee sprig. Of course I've lost stamps. Oh, that won't surprise you, will it? So we'll need this sprig and these 3 peaches. Now I can see that these are spaced so that they will go into these spaces. See? Isn't that clever? Right. So, and what sentiment am I going to use? I think what's going to... thanks so much. Is it going to be too big? Maybe not. Maybe it'll just fit along there. I know Steph should be here to keep me right, shouldn't she? I think she's still busy with that kitchen getting sorted for her. I think she's busy with household things. Did I forget all my blocks? But hey, we'll get there. We'll get there, we'll get there. Right. Let's put the sentiment on first, and then we can position the peaches and the greenery. Cooking big ass now. I'm hoping this will look okay. It does kind of go right over the stitching detail, but no, that's alright, that's okay. And now silly me was going to put that ribbon on there. Oh well, we'll do something that will work. Right, and then I need my pear pizzazz because I'm going to pop the greenery on first. So obviously it's not going to be... And I love that this is quite textured as well. So it does go off slightly, but what I'm turning it so that hopefully the peaches will all be on it. There you go. Just press it down a bit. Probably should have a foam underneath, but it's cool. That's that bit. Now my peaches now. I kind of want some bumblebee on them. I could get some daubers out, but I haven't got round to that. But let's just see. If I put bumblebee on first, and then just maybe pick up some calypso coral. Just careful how you... See what happens. You can only try. I'm not quite sure which way I'm going here. Not that way. I think it's this way, yeah. So I'm just aiming down at the paper. Are you ready? How gorgeous is that? Well, I think it's gorgeous. And then I don't know if I want a bit of calypso coral around the edge, or whether just to leave it as is. I'm going to dip it in because it's me. So what's everybody else up to? I know Heather's getting ready for work. I'm just dipping it in so the edges of the scallops are picking up the calypso coral. I think that just defines it just a little bit more without faffing about putting anything behind it. So let's just get some dimensionals. I'm needing to fill up my dimensional box. Yeah, Heather, I know that you're off to work. I so appreciate you popping in before you go on. Almost every week you say hello. And the peachy's great. It's making me think about peach cobbler, which is not huge in the UK, but I know that in some of your states in the United States, peach cobbler is almost a staple. So let's just pop that there. How pretty is that? I adore that. I think that's lovely. Oh, cheers. Oh, Christine. Oh, see, when we can travel, I'm coming to your port. I'm coming to visit all my Stampy friends in the USA. I'm coming for coffee on your porches. I'm inviting myself. Goodness knows how I'm going to fund it, but somehow. Right, so next card. What are we going to do next? What do I have next? Another simple one, and then I've got a fancy fold one. So, are you impressed with this amount of preparation that I've actually prepared some bits? So this time, I'm thinking I'm going to use a bigger piece. Now this one is die cut from... No, this one's from Contour. This one is from the other die set. That's kind of the one I used a lot, and it has carried over. What on earth is it called? Stitch So Sweetly. The little one's from Stitch So Sweetly, and this one is from the Contour dies. I just adore scallops. There's something that just love. I kind of know that, Christine. I just feel that, I feel the love when you guys are all watching. I really do. I totally appreciate it. So, what are we going to do with this one? I've cut the dimensions differently. The layers are, the layer of designer series paper is slightly different size, but it's just to show you. Sometimes you can, although this is a new pack I've just opened, sometimes you can just use up your scraps. Oh, it's just, and this is like the two sides of one paper, which is always good to show off both. So now I don't know whether I'm going to do peaches on there or that way and that way, because I'm going to have this in the middle. So I figure if I'm going to have fuss here, it'd be better to do it that way, have less fuss, and then my fussy picture. That makes more sense to me. Does that make sense to you? Yeah, although I had the Stitch So Sweetly dies, as soon as I saw the Contour dies, I thought I'm having them too. Oh, why not? Right, so and I've done this on a Pear Pizzazz card base. Pear Pizzazz is a lovely shade of green. I really like it. So let's get these peaches on. Just a line of glue around there. Not too close to the edge, because you don't want it spilling out. And because this is a directional paper, I need my peaches that way, so Oh, you've got a robin, like as in a UK style robin, or do you have different robins in Canada? You need to send me a picture. A wee robin redbreast. That's what we call ours. Oh yeah, they like to be fed, and they like to be fed now and constantly. And that's just going to go there. Same, and this time in the centre. We're going to go for in the centre. So slightly different composition, but the same sort of idea. It's showing this amazing designer series papers off. Honestly, the papers are to die for, and honestly look up, if you're in the UK, do go to JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk and check out my paper share, because you get, you know, you get a quarter pack of every one. Because I can't decide. I've not got them all yet, but I can't decide which is my favourite. Every time I open a new one, I'm like, oh, oh, oh. Right, so this time I think will we demonstrate the bigger peach this time? Why do I keep going there when I know they're lying here? So the bigger peach this time, and the stock. And then we'll see what else. Those tiny wee flowers are to die for, and I might just use them to... Right, so what sentiment would go here this time? Sweet as a peach. Let's go for it. Sweet as a peach. I don't know if I use it, but I'm going to stamp it because I've got it. I do say that to my granddaughter sometimes, you're sweet as a peach. And then I think I'm really a bit sexist, because I'll tell my grandson that he's smart as a carrot. I should be able to tell him he's sweet as a peach as well. So I'll have to try and use them all. Right, so this time I'm going to use my green. This is me just playing to see what they all do. So... And I realised I didn't do my bow on the other one, but I'll do that. And a wee bit sweet as a peach. I'll take this greenery off here, and we'll stamp the peach again. We'll do... I think that worked quite well, the Bumblebee and Calypso Coral combination. I think that's okay. So let's just do something similar. And I'm just picking up, oops, some cherry cobbler. Because I'm kind of rolling this a wee bit. Just need to be a bit careful that you've not got any on the block, because you don't want that transferring. So I don't know if I'm going to get two here. Yeah, I think we'll get two. So we'll put one there. You could use daubers so that you can be a bit more in control. But not everybody's got everything, so I'm just using what I've got. So I'm just going to pop the leaves on this one so that then I can know. Now this is quite clever because you can go either way with this, I think. So just pop the stalk. That's cool. Right, let's ink up this peach, and this one will be a bit off. It might not have room for its leaves, but and then we'll just carefully pick up. I'm on this side because I'm kind of working out that that's what's meant to be the more shaded side of the peach. Well, that's no good because I've got the square rectangle, right angle from the pad, so we'll just dab that bit off. And as I say, if I got my daubers out, we could maybe see, you could have done that as a, you know, a couple of peaches together. I'm too late for that, but we'll just go for this one over here. And then I think I'll pop some flowers in that space, I think. Where's the greenery bit? So if I turn it that way, we can have some leaves coming off this peach, like that. That's all right. So I'm actually thinking, no, I'm not going to do flowers now, I'm going to leave them. I think I'm just going to leave it at that and embrace the white. And this time, though, I'm going to edge it. I'm just pulling that gently through to pick up some pizzazz on the edge of the scallops. That's fine. I'm just going to leave it with that. There's lots of other things you can do, but sometimes you just don't want to have all your equipment out all at one go. And some people watching don't have a whole lot of stash. So if you've got ink and paper and some designer series paper, you can still make some really pretty cards. So, and then I think on the third one we'll play with these flowers and we'll pull in Balmy Blue, I think. So again, this actually could have a bow on here, which then can go on before. Because we're going to put this piece on with dimensionals anyway, so we can put a bow on. You can faff about with the bow till you get it how you want. I'll probably trim that. Maybe don't want such a big loop. Let's bring the loop down a bit. Take your snips and then just cut that more to size. I don't want it completely covering up my peach. Now we're coming to the end of these dimensionals, but we'll use up the whole sheet before we pull out another one. Because, whoops, just wanted to catch the ribbon there, because even if the bow comes out, I don't want the ribbon to fall off. Right, so that's not going to collapse, so we'll just take this off. Da-da, da-da, da-da. Take the back ends off. Make sure you put it on the right way up, and then just to sort of make sure it's straight and in the middle-ish. I use the word ish all the time, because this ish is good enough for me. And then we have another one. I think that this one could use a wee bow as well, maybe down here. maybe not, we'll just leave it. We'll just leave it that you've got the simple and then you're stepping it up a little, and you could, I did have out somewhere the champagne embellishments, because I thought they would go quite well here too. Just use my tweezers. Let's put one up here. Just gives it a bit of a sparkle. So we've gone from just plain paper and ink, now we've added ribbon and embellishments. And this time, on the third card, we'll bring in, if I can find it all. Again, I'm embracing colour coordination here. And I'm making a gatefold card. I've not cut everything I need for this out yet. So again, I'm using this larger one from the Colour and Contour, and I'm showing these papers off here with the balmy blue. Just think that's so pretty. I couldn't decide which one. So, I mean, I could equally do that. It would all work. Do you know, it's just... But let's have a bit of a balmy blue moment. Let's celebrate balmy blue because it's a beautiful blue. It's not Night of Navy, but it is beautiful. Have you all got a cuppa? So I'm having a cuppa here. Ah, cold coffee. Love it. Not. Right. So, what am I doing next? I've just noticed something as well, and I'm going to do it on here first. We'll pop this, we'll put that together in a wee while, but I'm going to stamp this first. I have noticed that the flowers are in the same formation as the peaches, so I'm thinking that they should fit in those spaces too. And if they do, how cool is that? Let's get the flowers out. And of course I am going to have blue flowers simply because I can. My peach off and get it cleaned. I absolutely love this set already. Right, so we're going to have... we better try out another one. Do you think, I don't know if I'm going to do this way. No, I'm going to do it up and down the way. So, I'm not sure if Happy Birthday will fit across here. Let's have a look. You've got all these things, little ones that go with them, you know, happy birthday to a sweet friend. Hope your day is as sweet as a peach. Hello, friend. You know, you've got loads of wee extras, but I'm just showing you the basics just now. So I'm going to, this is predominantly going to be green and blue, and just embrace the coordination and the colours. I probably say the same things about every single package designer series paper because they're all amazing how they coordinate the colours together. It's so great. Happy birthday. And then I'm going to put this greenery on again, and then we'll put flowers. And it's a distinctive stamp set, so it's really good because it's got good texture. So again, Same sort of idea. Pop this up here. And then, and we'll see if I can get another one in from here maybe. Just use these leaves to just, I may or may not add the flowers, and then I might have just confused myself, but phew, that's all right. Right, we'll see what happens. Have a lovely time at work, Heather. Hee hee. Right, so let's have blue flowers. I know peaches don't have blue flowers, but do you know, this is just... Woohoo! Oh, who doesn't like that? No idea how I'm going to get the flowers in all the other spaces, but we will. We'll just go with it. Quite like that big one to go there. I love it. Can you tell? No, I'm not going to, I could just do second generation there, but I'm just going to leave it alone actually. I'll just stop because it's pretty right now, isn't it? That's, wow, I just love that. I'm easy pleased, haven't I? I'm using myself. I need to cut another piece of paper, I think, for inside. And then we'll do a, because this is the last card, so I'm thinking I kind of want to make it a bit more wow. So there's 3 paid, let me see what have I got out. I'm not going to cut into another sheet, but what have I got that's, that's nice, isn't it? I'll put that on the inside. So I'll get my trimmer and just cut that now, and then we'll glue it together and we'll go. So thanks for sticking with me if you're here. Right, so this wants to be 10.1. Now obviously now I'm creating scraps, which means I need to go on and make more cards after this with the scraps. And this 14.4 just to be in the back. So, and I'll talk to you more about this gatefold and how I've done that. So my card base here, when it's folded down, is exactly the same size and fits in the same envelopes. So it goes in the post, no bother. So this is 21 centimetres across there, and then I've scored at 5.25 there, and then just turned it over and scored at 5.25 there, and then the fold in. There's a small gap, which was what I wanted, so that it closes and doesn't it doesn't overlap or anything. So anyway, so we're just going to show off these 3 Balmy Blue papers, and we're showing off our beautiful Balmy Blue card and our Balmy Blue ink. So yeah, we've gone Balmy here. I love this. I love this sort of dotty, and it's got texture behind it. So it's like somebody stamped a sheet and then put the sort of dotty bit over the top. And then obviously they'll have done that and then photographed it. So, or maybe it's digitally made, I don't know. But it certainly looks like it's. And these peaches, oh. So that's the inside, and what I will do is I'm looking to see what I've got lying. What I'm going to do is pop a panel inside for, you know, so that you can write inside as well, but I'll do that after. We'll get this bit together first. So I've cut these strips to 4.8 by 14.4. So when they go on, there's a small border of the Balmy Blue around them. So it just frames them a little. So pop this one on this side. And then this one on this side. So I don't think this will be the last time you're seeing me use this sweet. This is so pretty. The blossom's gorgeous. But I need an extra 24 hours in every day, I think, so that I can use all these gorgeous things. So just pop that on. The wet glue gives you that moment or two to just get it nice and straight. I'm just going to use my bone folder to make sure that my glue is all spread and that my card is closing okay. Isn't that gorgeous? And then this is going to go on the front. Now, there's a bit of me thinks this needs to have a background just to lift it, to define it. So I'm thinking I'll just get my die cutting machine and a scrap of Balmy Blue. Where's my Balmy Blue? Here it is. Scrap of Balmy Blue, don't ask, and my contour dies. Here's the one that's the next size up. Is it this one? Yeah, they sit nicely inside, so I'm going to cut that out. I just think if it doesn't have a mat, it's going to look a bit lost. Pardon me. How are you? Vicky, I'm needing to catch up with someone in Australia to tell me I need to send some flowers. Well, I don't need to. I want to send some flowers to my daughter-in-law in Western Australia. She's just had some surgery and I want to send her some flowers. So apart from Interflora, what would the best line of attack be to do that? Is there a chain of florists in the west of Australia that would be good to use? So I'm just going to glue this on there, onto the mat. I'm liking it with the mat, it lifts it. Now the bit I need to remember now is when I'm attaching it to the card, I'm only gluing part of this. If I want it up the right way, and I want it so that when the card is closed it's lying kind of central. So what I'm going to do is put some glue on the back here on this side. I'll just put a decent amount of glue because I want it to stick. And what I've got on there. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, Rails. Is that the best thing to do? Because Interflora, I'm not being funny, but it's extremely expensive. And it's not that I grudge her it, but I'd rather she had what I spend in flowers. If you know what I mean. So what do you think of that? Is that not pretty? These flowers need a centre, so I'm going to have a look to see what have we got to give them a wee bit of sparkle in the middle. Oh, do you know what will give them really nice sparkle is these new in colour jewels. They're really nice and bright. Right, I had my tweezers, didn't I, a minute ago? Oh my gosh. There we go. It is this beautiful, Vicky. Absolutely, the blossom is just to die for. Look at the texture in it. It's so distinctive, and the peaches too. I've enjoyed that, and I hadn't inked up the stamps. I'd just chopped some paper ready for today and some card bases, the 3 card bases. That's all I've done. Right, I don't know whether I want the bigger. I'm just going to use the pale papaya. Oh, how delicious is that? I know I've got a take your pick tool to do this, but it's me. I'm going to put the smaller one on the smaller flower there. I seem to have used the big flower a fair bit though. And that is an amazing stamp set because the peaches and the flowers fit perfectly with in the foliage. So there's the one where, yeah, so there's the one where I did the peaches. So they sit in the gaps, and then when you do it with the flowers, they sit in the gaps. Win-win. So I'm thinking just to put a panel in here for writing your sentiment, but I think I absolutely have to put some flowers on it, and I've not tried out these teeny weeny ones, so let's just try them out. Now, there's this sentiment, it's your day, because this one it's happy birthday, so let's just pop it's your day on the inside. Got a bit of cleaning up to do. If you're working at home, it's easier to clean up as you go. So I'm just going to pop it's your day and put it slightly high up, because obviously you want to write your own message, so we'll leave you a space to do that. And then let's just take these tinsy tiny wee flowers and these tinsy tiny wee leaves. They're just so tiny. And have I got teeny weeny? I've got one block. I'm going to add to my next order some more of these little blocks, because when you're stamping with little tiny stamps, I think they're the way to go. And I'm just going to stick in with the same colour theme. And these are like, I think these are like little forget-me-nots, aren't they? Just popping these around. Just kind of around the edge. Don't know if my Bammy Blue's needing a wee re-ink. Probably overdoing this, but stamping's what I like doing, so, and stamping's what we're all about. And then these teeny weeny leaves, they're so dinky. I obviously have recently re-inked my Pear Pizzazz, so it's not, I think I'll stamp off for the rest of them. And I think I need to re-ink my Bammy Blue. For a long time it was one of my favourite colours, and it still is, so I did use it a lot. And then I used it a lot, and then Seaside Spray came in and I kind of was using it more. But now that I've gone back to Bammy Blue, and because it's in this paper pack, it's making me think, yeah, let's get you out again and let's use you more. How pretty. Right, enough. Put the ink away, Janice, put it away. I haven't done the insides of the other cards, but I think I might do something similar, and that I'll cover the inside with designer series paper and then just do a panel like that for writing. So there we have it. I'm just going to catch that there so you can see. Seriously, with very little planning and stamping up stamps and papers, you can't go wrong. Thank you so much, ladies. I have thoroughly enjoyed playing with this. And for me, you know, the biggest delight is that, I'm just popping that, stop that jumping up and down. The biggest delight is that I earned that this sweet. I worked hard for it, but I did earn it, and it's so nice just to get something without parting with your own money. So, you know, if you're thinking about this, you want to order a fair bit of things from our Stampin' Up catalogue, consider the joining up offer that we have just now. It's absolutely fabulous. Absolutely fabulous offer. In the UK you pay £99 and you can choose £154 worth of goods. Your choice, completely your choice. and you can run it as a business, or you can just maybe try and run a self-financing hobby. All the while you are a demonstrator, you get at least 20% discount on everything you buy after you've joined up. Absolutely nothing to lose, and absolutely no pressure. All the support you could want if you want it, and if you don't, we don't bother you with it either. So yeah, you'll meet a lot of lovely people, build a community, and yeah, I love it. Never look back. So please chat to me if you're thinking about that. Okay, I'm going to stop blethering. You know where to find me on social media. I'm delighted with my cards, and I hope you are too. Take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day. Oh, sorry, Rails. The dies that I used for my panels. This one is from Stitch So Sweetly, and the other ones are the contour dies. So the contour dies are new in the new catalogue, and the Stitch So Sweetly dies are carrying over. So for me, I will use them all loads. Love them. Just makes easy cards, and it makes them so pretty. So anyway, thank you so much. Take care. Have a great day.